Zionists. They are filthy animals.
The whole condemning Hamas, I'm not going to condemn them. And Israel doesn't exist.
There were nearly 2,000 anti-Semitic incidents reported in the first half of 2024, the highest number ever recorded for a 6-month period. 9 out of 10 British Jews say the government.
The Alliance of Europeans, Muslims, and Catholics, EMC, in opposition to Jewish populations, has spanned over 800 years, predating the Nazi regime, 1933-1945. In the 14th century, more than 60% of the world's Jewish population resided in Europe, where Jewish communities have been established for over 2,000 years. Institutionalized discrimination against Jews can be traced back to the Fourth Lateran Council in 1215, which introduced restrictive measures against Jewish populations. By 1391, large-scale massacres and forced conversions occurred across the continent. The concept of Jewish ghettos and distinctive markings was implemented in the Iberian Peninsula, modern-day Spain and Portugal, as early as 1412, centuries before similar measures were enforced by the Nazi regime in Germany. The Spanish Catholic monarchy escalated these actions further by expelling Jews from Spain in 1492. In the UK and other parts of Europe, historical records provide context for contemporary manifestations of anti-Semitism, including attacks. Progressive immigration policies have led to significant demographic shifts, particularly with increased immigration from Muslim-majority countries. This demographic change has influenced political landscapes, often strengthening progressive movements. While modern anti-Semitism differs from its 20th-century manifestations, the fundamental structures of discrimination remain, with alliances shifting from right-wing authoritarian figures to progressive political factions.
Ser homosexual no es un delito. No es un delito. Sí, pero es pecado. Bueno, primero, distingamos pecado por delito. Questo è crudeltà. Questo non è guerra. Voglio dirlo perché tocca al cuore.
On February 11th, Pope Francis criticized the current U.S. President Donald Trump's immigration policies, particularly the expulsion of illegal immigrants. In a formal statement, he urged Catholics to reject narratives that discriminate against migrants and refugees, aligning with broader progressive ideologies, including those advocated by figures such as George Soros in his article, Rebuilding the Asylum System. This has led to criticisms that the Catholic Church has become a vehicle for progressive political messaging. The Vatican's stance on geopolitical issues, including the Israel-Gaza conflict, has also drawn scrutiny. Pope Francis condemned Israel's military actions in Gaza as cruelty, but did not issue similarly strong condemnations of Hamas for its attacks on Israeli civilians, including the killing of 1,200 people and the kidnapping of over 240 individuals. Additionally, his statements on homosexuality, describing it as a sin but not a crime, reflect the Church's evolving relationship with progressive ideologies. If something is considered a sin under divine law, it must also be a crime under church law. However, he avoided this reasoning in an effort to support the progressive agenda. It is not surprising that the Vatican has become a propaganda tool for progressivism when one understands the history of EMC, which I explained at the beginning of this video. Catholicism has been one of the elements of EMC for the past 800 years.